dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Check 41. Come on. You better bring it. SOS. Check 9. Where's that?
They'll run on first down. Cowan. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the ship. Hey. Yellow. Ship.
Now a give, right side. Langley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Yellow. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Watch out. Undercrush.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yellow. Mike. You can't block me. 15. You can't block me. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
All day, just like that.
From the 38, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Yellow. Let's go, 180. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve. Hey, 57 colors. Check 15. Rush in. Slam. Watch the edge.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Attack! You got tight right there. He's cracked. Color. Checking crack.
And again, it's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Mike 41. We've got a wedge down. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. No chance. Where's it? 41. Where's it?
Now it's Mahomes again. He's got his tight end, Burton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll try the left side. Langley, he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Flare. 57. 15.
Second down and goal. Mahomes, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Here we go. 55's Mike, got smoke. You don't want nothing. Come here, pick up the ball. Mike, 55.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. No. Back. Jump. Here.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 2nd and 9, Rosen on the catch. It's Duke Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Spot. 57, Mike 57.
To throw is Rosen. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Rosen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Hey, Delta, get ready.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a give, right side. Langley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Yellow. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 3rd down, Langley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. Powers ahead at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Texans nothing.
Line.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Bang. Hey, check 24. Check 43. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Right side.
On first down, Cowan, broken tackle, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right here, right here.
Check, Ripley.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Attack.
Wide, get wide. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Come on. Mike.
Hey, yellow, go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yellow.
Don't say nothing. Tight dog.
Attack.
Check four. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Langley, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We own them.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, orbit. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now it's Rosen. Got him in. It's Brown. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and goal, Houston.
Get it. Hey.
I got it. Check. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come up in an offset eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 80, 80, 80. Check, check. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, alert, alert.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Check 52. Kill, kill, kill. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3. Good dash, good dash. Go, go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. Easy, easy, easy.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, 57, 57.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike.
15.
Come on, let's go. Check 13.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you, son. Hatchet.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check three. Wow, ooh. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Watch the run. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Rip left.
Hey, color.
I got you, son.
Hero 15.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, dribble in. Y'all playing the wrong football. Under 10, 10, 25, check 25, check 25.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
It's 15.
Long day. That's got to be a long day. Delta. Check 52's the Mike. Target. Mike 52.
Now here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
On 1st down, Langley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm going to run you over.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Tighten up.
Check. Big edge.
On 2nd down now, Langley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
52.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Mike 52.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, Ripley.
Show it
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Slam.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. Marr able to put this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rosen will throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Army. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Attack.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
SOS. Check 9. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go, defense.
Easy. Shift.
41.
Yellow.
41 Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Monday.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl.
Check 15. Rush in.
Slam.
Middle. You draw corpus.
On play action, Rosen taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, 52 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Screen pass to Connor. And brought down down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's cracked. He's just 61. Match box right. Watch the safety creep.
Watch twitch.
Hey, quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
50 seconds. Check back.
A quick throw here out to Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
You better be afraid of me. No.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
Man, that's Sunday. Right on these two. Check 41. Okay.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Yellow. Let's go, Wally. Yellow. Joker.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
41's coming. 41's a Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
36.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
And now it's Rosen looking. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
First down, Houston.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Middle. 57 to Mike. Hey, Alpha. You're not ready.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Kill. Hey, alert. 80 weapon.
Shit! Watch the shit!
Bang.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Hey, check 24.
To throw is Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow. On the line, right?
Get him!
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught at the end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
Oh, the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Man, I got you.
Check 43. Yellow. Same team.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Shit! Hard. Twist. Wide. Get wide.
Connor here on 1st. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Let him know. Check. Check. Hot.
They run with Connor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog.
Here's Rosen to throw, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. 41. Bravo! Check 41.
Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Safety's creeping. Check three.
On 1st down, Cowan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Watch twist.
80 weapon.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I got you. Jim. Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cowan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And Butker able to put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Pull it together. Check 52. Kill.
Hey, alert, alert. Go, go.
Here's Rosen. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Rosen to throw. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing now is Rosen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, now I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
First down, Houston.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage, because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly,